Hey guys, this is just a quick test to see if my new webcam works. I'm trying to see if my, well, I think the picture quality is better than before. I'm playing through my computer speakers. And I'm trying to see if the audio and if the audio and the video is synced properly and it looks okay. I'm trying to figure out this software as well. So where can I see comments? I haven't figured it out yet. Oh, there we go, a chat. Is this working? If you can see and hear me, can you please add a comment and tell me what it looks like and what it sounds like? I'm not seeing any comments. Is it working? Is anyone adding comments? Hey. I see my own comment. So, am I on the wrong page? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see any comments. So again, add a comment if you can see me and hear me. Why can't I see any comments? Well, this is new to me, so I apologize for the hassle here. Well, I don't know why I can't see comments. Kind of annoying. What can I do? What can I do? I don't know. I don't know. I'll try and look at the public page, I guess. Oh yeah, I see comments there. How come I can't see comments on my broadcasting page? Don't know. That is kind of awkward. Awkward? All right. Well, the webcam is a Logitech C290. It's supposed to be a decent one, I think. Looks like so. But does it seem like the audio and the video is synced together? So when you see me play, see me talk, it's synced together so that I hope it's not so that the sound is coming like 3 seconds later. You see me move my mouth and then 3 seconds later you hear the audio. That happened before, and I'm trying to avoid that from happening again. So if you can tell me that would be awesome. And I wish I could see my own comments with yours. Let's see. Hello. Sync is good. Okay, good. Well, I will try and do this again and tell people in advance and have something specific to share with you. Today, I just wanted to get some feedback on the quality, basically. And then we can do it again with some more structure and some better sounds and set up my gear better and all that. Yeah, the light isn't good, I know. I will try and fix the light situation too, of course. I was mostly just concerned about the audio and the video being synced together. And the light I will fix, and I think the video quality is quite nice. Is the sound clear enough? Is the guitar sounding okay? Is that okay? I don't like my sound right now, actually, myself, but it will get better. And I see the camera is focusing in and out a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm just learning this camera. Oh, it could be that it's clipping. I'm not sure if it's too much. I don't see any red dots on the mic input, but who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Where am I? I speak as well? Mhm. Where are we? Let's see. Can I do that? Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can fix the guitar tone. That should be fine. I'll play with my relamp maybe. I will also see if I can actually lock the focus on this thing. Should be. Oh, look at that auto. I think I can turn off the. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. Blurry, sharp. Okay, that seems to be. That seems to be in focus. Now it's locked, I think. So now I think it won't move. Okay, not bad. And excuse the background; it's really messy down in my room right now. I will need to clean that up. I think if I do this on a more regular basis, which I hope to do. I can't play that as fast as Eric Johnson, obviously. Okay. Well, got a few minutes. Anything I can show you, teach you? Anything in particular? I'm trying to look at the comments here, so keep writing something. And if I can show you something cool, I will surely try. Looking at menus and looking at this and that group chat. Now that chat thing, that I see a whole different chat for some reason. So I have two windows, one for this Hangout, Google Hangout thing. I'm using Google Hangout and it's showing on YouTube. I'm not sure how that works, but chat in the Google Hangout is different than the YouTube comment thing that you guys are on for some reason. I don't know why. I'll have to figure it out. Okay. Compressor. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Pedal steel and country licks. Well, I'm not really good at string skipping techniques. Oh, latency between video and audio. Okay. I guess that can happen. That might be. And by the way, if I ask something and you just say yes or no, I'm really not sure what you're answering yes or no to. It's better to say yes, the sound is good or something, because there's so many comments coming through and I'm asking several questions, and there's a delay too. It's a few seconds before we hear what I just said. And yeah, if you reply something, just try and tell me what you're replying yes to or no to. Okay. Regular chat and super chat. I don't know what super chat is. I have no idea. And if you can write more than one or two words, like a whole sentence, it's also helpful for me to understand. I have a little pea brain. It's not that big, you know. I need all the help I can get. And I'm using a bit of distortion on the sound as well. That's why it sounds a little, you know, dirty, I guess. I'm not really happy with my tone right now. I need to work on that for next time. Okay, so this country bending stuff is cool to play in E. Okay, I'll see if I can turn off my pedal, see if it helps. I'm trying some different type of gear, so. Well, I'm not looking for praise for my guitar tone right now, because I know it's not quite what I want just now. I just did a quick check. I just wanted to hear if it's synced together. I will improve my tone for the next one, so don't worry about that. But if it's very bassy, that's interesting. Yeah, well, as long as it's synced together, that's the main thing. Noise gate and clipping, okay. All right. Well, I'll try different guitar gear for next time. My location, I'm sending from Alberta, Canada. I'm broadcasting from Alberta, Canada right now. Yeah, I was going to show you. The kind of country thing where you bend from the second. I hope you know your intervals, because I always talk about intervals. intervals, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 octave, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you take the second and bend it up a whole step to the third, and then you skip the string, go from G string to E string, back to the bent note, and now, while that note is bent, you play the minor seventh. It can be tricky with bend. Sounds cool. It's very obvious if you bend incorrectly. You get the wrong pitch. I'm playing also a really low volume right now, so you probably hear a lot of noise from my hand. You know, like the strings in the guitar acoustically, without the amplified sound. The microphone is picking that up, I think. So we'll tweak that guitar tone for next time. Anyway, you got that lick? It's actually hard to move to that note while having this note bent and not changing it. I'm not very good at it. That type of thing you can do. And you have to work up the speed. But that's sort of a counter-picking thing, I think. Okay. Yeah. Well, when I'm talking about sync, I'm not talking about the delay. I mean, what happens here is when I speak, you see me speak like 3 seconds later or something. But you should also hear me speak 3 seconds later. The problem is if you hear me speak and it looks like I said something 2 seconds before you hear me, then it's really hard to watch it. So I think there'll always be, as some of you guys say, there will be a little bit of a discrepancy in what you see that I'm saying and what you're hearing that I'm saying, right? But anyway, I appreciate the feedback. It seems like it's mostly okay. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Well, I can tell you what I've been working on. I'm almost done a big soloing course. It's called Stout Blues. stout, like the beer, my favorite kind of beer. I like chocolate stout and oatmeal stout. I probably like oatmeal stout the best. So that course should be coming out hopefully within a week, definitely in October, before November, guaranteed. And it's going to be a very challenging solo. The blues solo in key of A, and some modern blues soloing course. I'm going to show you some really hip ideas, like some jazzy sounding things. Like about chromaticism. That kind of stuff. So that will be a challenge for you. It's a pretty tough solo to play, but it's full of cool licks. So that's a big course that's coming out soon. Or big and big. I don't know if it's that big, but I do take my time to explain everything in a both practical sense and theoretical sense. So I'm going to try and make it as useful for you guys as possible. So keep an eye out for that. My pickups, these are Porter pickups. Really nice. And what else is new? Let's see. I'm looking for feedback on my lessons and stuff that people want to learn from me. It's always good to hear what people think and what they want to learn. You know, I do a lot of blues, but I think I would like to do some funky stuff at some point because I love to play, stuff with the right hand. And I've done some lessons on that topic, and perhaps I need to dig deeper in my explanations, because sometimes I get the feeling that people don't quite get the technique. It's one of those things that once you learn how to do it, it's not that hard. I guess you can say that about anything and everything. But what I'm talking about is you almost work as a drummer. Your right hand is just it's really fun to do, and you should practice that with a metronome at first and drum track. But once you get that kind of rhythm into your soul and your spine, then you can start stretching out and just keep the time going and just throwing chords and you can also do licks and stuff. But the key is to, 1, 2, 3, 4, always know where those are. And then you can do all sorts of stuff in between, in triplets and what you want. Or, you can do it. You can practice doing these different time things. Quarter note triplets, 8th notes, triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and so on. And mix them up and go all over the place. It's a great exercise, and of course it's a great way to develop your skills and your timing, because I'm sure you know that if you play well in time and your phrasing is good, you have cool lines, and they're playing in time, then the notes don't really matter that much, right? It's just one of those things that outside and playing long notes that and scales that don't really belong there, but it's just kind of grooving and, you know, swinging, and at least I tried to do that here. It just fits into the style. So even if the notes don't really belong there, it sounds cool, right? So yeah, that's the thing. You got to just work on timing and rhythm. So the funky stuff is cool. It's fun to do, and you can sound like a really like it sounds like you're doing a lot in your playing, and it's like you're being your own drummer in a way, right? Okay, we have a spammer, some idiots going on here. I'm gonna have to block this guy if I can. There, blocked. I guess that will happen. So yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay. I also need to do more lessons on my right hand because I do a lot of that. I'm playing super soft now right now, really quietly. Okay, what I was trying to say there is hybrid picking and plucking, and hit one note and then you pluck with one of these fingers. It's actually a good thing to practice when you're doing scales, you know, like you're playing the A minor pentatonic. You can play like so that second note is I'm plucking with one of these fingers. And I think I need to file my fingernail there, getting caught sometimes. But that's a cool, that is a cool technique to master. sometimes just get into playing and I forget to talk. Well, this is just a test, as I said, so this is not a real deep lesson or anything. But yeah, I just want to say I encourage you to practice if you like, the style of playing that I do. If you want to get into that approach, practice just playing one note with a pick and one with one of these fingers. And that's usually on different strings, but you can actually do it on the same string too. Then you get that that country effect. It's actually quite hard to do, but I'm picking on the D string and then I'm plucking with the middle finger also. Sounds different then. Because every second note gets really staccato. The first one is not. It's like fast. It's kind of hard to do, but it sounds cool when you get it. But I usually use that technique for, as I said, like playing a scale or line. One note plucked with a pick, another one with the fingers up. And it reminds me of piano players. They can do da do da do da do da, bass stuff with the left hand and then higher pitch chords with the right hand. And that's what this sort of simulates. Because it's hard, of course. You have to find the chords and keep a bass note somewhere. But I usually do two note things, like plucking just two notes. All right. Just noodling around there. So thanks for the feedback, everyone. Oops. Go away. Pop-up thing came up. There. one thing I want to say that I do all the time, and I tell people to do it also, is to explore. Like you hear me play something, probably in a guitar demo or an amp demo. I'm just sometimes just exploring the sound. I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I'm just trying to find a cool sound. Try to find cool chords. And so on. Just explore the instrument and see what can happen. There's no right or wrong, really. It's just cool to go from different keys and different chords. Just try to find some note that make them fit together. Just moving the bass note, for example. That's kind of fun, actually, just to have the same note at the top of each chord and just move the bass note and see what kind of chord it creates. Sometimes it's like instant songwriting. A Telecaster? Yes, I have. I have a Squire Telecaster behind me there that I sometimes play, and I have a Telecaster style guitar. Actually, two that I sometimes use. So yeah, triads. Yeah, triads is great. Triads and old inversions. Yeah, you gotta know that stuff for sure. If you want to play freely without having to be stuck into, what scale should I use now? What scale should I use there? Triads is really the secret. I keep saying that. It's the big secret that everyone knows, but I'm not sure if everyone realizes how powerful it is to think in that way. So you got to practice it so that you can find them quickly. Playing major, minor, pentatonic from those triad shapes. Yeah, of course. The major and minor pentatonic, they are inside the major scale, right? A major scale. triad. And here's the pentatonic. So you should practice it. And then, of course, in minor, you would play 3 frets down to stay in the same key, right? Then you play F sharp minor pentatonic. And you fit with a major triad. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking, but you should practice slowly to just see what it looks like on the fretboard. Like when I play A major triad, I also see A major pentatonic. So those two things go together. I don't see them as, now I'm going to play the pentatonic, now I'm going to play the triad. It's just part of the same sound, part of the same part of the same material that makes the music. And of course, the same goes for the minor. If you switch to A minor, then the same principle applies, but now you're talking about minor triads. Yeah. So remember, I've said this before in different videos. There are only 3 inversions for one string set that you need to know. It can only be 3. Like A major, we can, furthest down, we can go this way. And then we have, and then it starts over. But you have several string sets. You have these 3. You have these 3. You have these 3. And if you want to play the lowest strings, which I rarely do for triads though, because it sounds too dark. I never play chords like that on those strings. But all the other ones, you definitely want to know them, because they're also the secrets to the Hendrixy, Curtis Mayfield type of thing. You know, that sounds melodic, right? And that's because it's triads. So any of those 3 inversions are fine to use. You don't have to think too much about which one should I use. Just any of them is fine. It depends on where you want to go next. Like if I'm playing that one, the next chord happens to be D major, maybe I'll play. Right? Or, and so on. You try to make it sound like they go together. They're not just random. They're not random tools that you just throw in here and there. It's all about the music. These are just things to help your brain to decide, okay, where should I go next? That's what's going to sound good, right? That's what this is all about. Because I wouldn't play, A to D. I would not play. For one thing, it's too hard to do, but the real reason it sucks. It sounds bad to me, right? Because the notes are too far away. So you want to tie those things together. Can do that too. Musical. Being musical is what it's all about. All right. I think that was pretty good advice, right? Thumbs up. It seems simple. Hopefully, the important thing is you can hear how these things sound. And I'm trying to explain it so you can see the benefits of knowing triads all over the neck, so that you're not ending up being stuck in what should I do now? The chord changes to G. Oh, what do I do now? I don't know. I guess I want to try it. It just, you're using the right tools in that situation, but you're using the wrong approach, right? You have to, the most important thing when it comes to music is what it sounds like, right? Doesn't matter what it's called and how complicated it is or how fast it is or how many notes there are and so on. It doesn't matter. What matters is, does it sound good? That's all that matters. And these concepts such as triads and whatever concept you like to use, you can think all in scales, you can think all in modes, you can think all in caged system and so on. It's all good if it helps you and helps you hear, what you want to do, helps your musicality, then that's fine. But in my experience, in my opinion, triads is maybe the most important thing you can ever work on if you want to play the way I play, which is, I think, I play melodically, and I play so that you can hear in my soloing which chord I'm on. You can hear, oh yeah, he went there. It sounds like that thing really fits with that chord. People might not know exactly what chord I'm playing over, but they can hear that I went to that chord. They may not know it's D7, but they can, oh yeah, he did something, but I can hear something changed with the harmony. It sounds cool. That's what I'm talking about. That's a form of melodic playing. It's a form of, I guess, guiding the listener to what's coming, what's happening next. And that's not so important if you're only doing is playing like a one chord rock thing. I mean, if you just have a vamp like that with one note basically, or two for the rhythm section, it's going to be hard to play very melodically because then you're just stuck in pentatonic the whole time and you get bored quickly. But if you play music like blues or jazz or pop or those type of songs that have some movements of chords, you can really take advantage of this approach and make cool ideas flow from one chord to another. Because your triad is going to highlight that in the song, even if there's not a lot of chords. Like if you have a keyboard player that plays all the chords, then it's really obvious what chords you're playing over. But if you're playing a trio or something, where you don't have a strong chord instrument, then it's necessary to be able to do this stuff that I'm talking about, so you can hear, the listener can hear what's happening. Because there's no point, in my opinion, to listen to music where you have no idea of the harmony. The guy is playing a bunch of notes everywhere, and the bass player is all over the place. You can't tell if he's playing A minor or A major. That music isn't very fun to me, anyway. Okay. How many hours a day do I practice? Well, not much. Unfortunately, I spend most of my time doing lessons and website stuff and a lot of video editing. So when I practice, it's usually about how to come up with some cool idea from some cool idea that I can teach people. That's what I practice, so I can get better at teaching it. I wish sometimes that I didn't have to work as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, just practice and get better. But I'm not complaining. I'm doing well in my career that way. It's good to be a teacher too. And I do play it sometimes a lot just to get a lesson perfected. And then I get really good at doing that. So yeah, it's still a form of practice. Okay. Yeah, Matt Taylor, I think you should talk to your teacher about what I just spoke about now, and give him an idea of what I talked about, and then he can help you hopefully develop a practice plan in how to get triads into your playing musically. So that's something it's best done with a one-on-one teacher, I think. But in general, I think if you're practicing scales, I mean, I don't know you, so it all depends on your background. Like, some people have played the pentatonic their whole life, and that's all they know, right? So that's good to know, of course. But once you know that, don't spend forever on practicing what you already know. Get into these things that you don't know as well, and start looking, and take your time and look at the fretbook. Okay, where is the minor triad there? Try to find those chord tones, 1, 3, 5 in that case for minor. And then you practice your pentatonic, and always, okay, where is it again? So you go in between one concept into the next, back and forth, as much as possible. Mix them together so you start seeing it as one big picture, right? Well, that was it. That was a good free lesson, I think. I think these are the things that I do teach people one-on-one. I help them with specifics, and I charge them for doing it. So you guys are lucky you got this for no cost. But it's okay. I love to share what I know, and I love to teach people and see them. The most exciting thing is when people get this stuff and they're like, oh yeah, I'm able to use it now creatively. I'm able to create something from these things that they learn from me. That's the best thing I can ever see. Because it's, as I said, it's not enough to just know where things are on the fretboard, but you got to be able to do something with it, right? Think music. Don't think just guitar. The guitar is just an instrument. You have, all sorts of instruments. You have piano, saxophone, clarinet. We all have the same notes. It's knowing enough of the instruments so you can start doing something with it, and developing your own voice and your own sound, and everything else will fall in place. Okay, I think I babbled enough for today. So always practice with a purpose, and spend enough time on it. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can do. If you want more in-depth stuff like that, you can definitely consider joining my website. You might know that I have a website called Master Guitar Academy, and it's a membership site, but it's not that expensive, and you can try it out for a while if you're interested, because I do give personal feedback on people's playing, and I talk a lot about these things, and I have review videos where I go over concepts and talk more about them and give exercises and so on. So there's a lot of different layers of learning on my website. There's this one lick at a time thing, but there's also bigger concepts and everything in between. So, all right, thanks guys for checking this out. And if you like what I do, subscribe. Of course, you already subscribed, I guess, but tell people to come on over and subscribe to my channel and spread the word about what I do. The more the merrier, right? I'm hoping to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and I'm pretty close. So help me get there. Okay. You have a good night. God kväll, as we say in Sweden.